Petaaa, I'm holding Hooters. Hello, welcome to another week of 5 Awesome Midwesterners. I'm Peter, and it's Monday. I didn't really answer my own question about the songs that have too much emotional baggage to them that make it unable for me to listen to them. So one of them that I wanted to mention that's really important was by Leanne Womack, and it's I Hope You Dance. They played it at my Nana's funeral. She was just an amazing woman. She just really instilled a lot of confidence into me and really made me believe in myself and made me think that I could achieve anything. And so, you know, that song, which is such a beautiful song as it is, I'd probably get emotional listening to it if it hadn't occurred in my past, but it just really does it for me, and to this day I still cry. Moving on and talking about songs some more, we're going on to Tuesday, where Amy asked if there are any songs that just really pump us up. Obviously, Chumbawamba, Tub Thumpin'. Do you guys even know who Chumbawamba is? I know a lot of you are like younger and like born in the 90s and stuff, and gosh, you could have been like 6 when that song came out, and they were kind of a one-hit wonder, so I don't really know if you know what it is, but if you do, it's a great song. I mean, they probably still play it on the radio. Another good one that's also another important song for me and has somebody attached to it in my past that instilled a lot of confidence in me is the New Radicals. Their one hit that they had, You Get What You Give. It's a really uplifting song. My dad's ex-girlfriend, Robin, had mentioned, you know, how much she liked that song at one point before I left to go to Mexico for a year in high school. And so like the whole year, whenever I was feeling down, whenever I was getting you know, self-conscious about my Spanish or about not fitting in, I'd listen to that song and it'd really help me just get a second wind and be able to fight a little harder to make it a good experience. Talking a little fast because of my Starbucks here, I got a Grande Americano with soy. Also, I'd like to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in it. I have a little bit left, but I hate how all the sugar and whatever you put in it settles at the bottom at the end, so I don't know if I'm gonna drink any more of that. I don't think I need it. Do you? Moving on to Wednesday with the Schleb. She asked me to film in another location other than my apartment. A little bit of a challenge of me because I am without a digital camera right now. It broke a couple months ago, so I am filming on my iBook with my eyesight in the middle of the park where there are lots of people because it's a lovely Sunday afternoon. Here I am at the park. Oh, by the way, how did Seattle go? I've always wanted to go there. Was it cool? Did you like it? Had you been there before? Oh my gosh, Eric, I'm so glad you brought up this question. I think it's a great question and I have a great answer. My worst professor ever in college was this guy named, should I name the name? And he was the scariest mother effer in the world. He was so intimidating. First off, he was bald, which is intimidating always anyway. Second off, he was old, and he was about to retire. I had him for his last semester, and by that point, he was done with teaching. He didn't give a crap what anybody thought. He didn't care how his teaching styles were. He didn't care if anybody learned anything because he was done, you know? Okay, so on top of being bald, he was also blind, and he had a seeing eye dog, but he would if you looked at the dog, even though he's blind, he always knew where you were looking, and he would look at you if you rolled your eyes or something. He would just and he'd be like, oh. He wouldn't tell anybody his dog's name. There's a lot of etiquette when it comes to seeing eye dogs, and I understand that, but if you'd look at his dog or he'd say, don't pet my dog, and nobody would be near the dog. I don't know, it was weird. On top of all of that, he had one hand that was made of plastic. It was this creepy giant thing of that was carved out of plastic, and it was really hard. And when he wanted to emphasize a point that he was making, he would just thud on the chalkboard with it. And he often commented on how we were his worst class ever, and how all of the other classes that he was teaching the same course for at that time was doing so much better, was being more vocal. But I mean, we were all scared shitless. We didn't want to raise our hands or talk. I mean, we couldn't really raise our hands anyway. It was scary. Oh, the class was moral problems, by the way. Oh my gosh, Friday. Crap. I completely forgot about this and I am not prepared. I'm going to have to pause now. Okay, Alex, here it is. Also, I just had a conversation with Amy about how our channel is about the Midwest and how we don't really talk that much about the Midwest. I mean, we did talk about the whole Sonic issue and that was a big deal. So I kind of wanted to slip in a little bit something about a Midwestern topic, and that to me is Meijer. I think whatever state that you live in that has Meijer, it feels like it's local, it feels like it's your own thing. What it is a giant superstore. I mean, you can compare it to Walmart, but it's just so much better than Walmart. Don't go to Walmart. Walmart. Oh, and I had a really great idea for this week that I kind of forgot to do. I remembered halfway here to the park, and it's kind of a long walk, so I wasn't going to go back and change just to incorporate that. So we're going to start it next week. I wanted to do a week where we all wore the color that represents the Power Ranger that we selected in the last week. The best part being is that on Thursday, Eric will be wearing pink. I don't care if you don't have pink, Eric, you can find some from a friend. Hi. Little doggy just came up and said hello. Time for the fun part, the challenge. For your challenge this week, you will have to reenact one of your favorite movie scenes. That means that you'll have to, do back and forth shots to imitate different characters, unless your favorite scene involves a monologue, which I'm pretty sure isn't going to be the case for any of you. I'm really excited to see what your favorite movie scenes are and to see your best shot at reenacting them. Have fun with that. Till next Monday, take it easy.